emo Batman.
Yeah, Twilight. Vampire Batman.
He sparkles at night.
You know the shit's going down.
Shit is going crazy. A little crazy action there. Hey guys, welcome back to another Hunchback React, and we're here with Jelle Dittmar.
Yes.
Jelle Dittmar wrote a lot of beautiful tracks for our trailer albums, also a few ones that are not released yet. So check our social media channels if you want to check that out. Also, you have been finishing a lot of music lately.
Yeah, I did. Yes. 3 years time, 500 tracks.
That's insane.
Yeah, I would not recommend anyone to try to do that because it drives you insane.
So that you still are existing. That's
I still get out of the house. It's already a miracle.
So I'm happy that you're here. Then again, I'm very curious because I know that you're composing like all these beautiful cinematic tracks, but you're also a little bit of a synthesizer geek as well. Can you tell me a little bit about your favorite synthesizer? I know you got one.
I know. I have one favorite synthesizer, and it's the Roland Juno 60, the original from 1970, I think it was.
Why are you so attracted to that specific one?
It is the sound of one of their patches. It's patch number 34. It's the string sound or string simulation.
Yeah.
And it just has this really nice sound. And the bass, if you go to the lowest note of that one, it's just chef's kiss, really, really nice.
So this is the vintage one that you're using, right? So you have also the new version, which is a pretty cool emulation. You have also the VST version, the plugin, but this is
the real one. I don't have it yet. I borrow it from someone I know, but I'm planning on buying that one. But it's
Did
really
you use it in a lot of productions already?
I used it in a album that's coming out for a publisher in the Netherlands, which will also be recorded with a live orchestra, which I will be going to in June.
Yeah, I know.
I used the Juno on that one, and I also used the Juno on my latest album, Masters of the Earth, for Warner Chappell production music.
And that one is you can already listen to that.
You can already listen to that on Spotify. Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, we are reacting on trailers. Which one did you bring?
The Batman.
No way.
That's no way.
Again,
you're wearing the shirt.
What a
coincidence, man. Wow. How on earth?
I didn't know.
What idiots.
So the Batman, it's out for some time.
Yes, it already is.
I think they did like a sync release, right? So it's and on the HBO and it's on.
It was the same time in the cinemas and on HBO Max, but HBO Max was still not available in the Netherlands, I believe it was. So that's why I went to the cinema.
I haven't had the privilege to see it in the cinema. I did see the movie. Funny enough, I have not seen any trailers for this one. I just went straight for Batman.
I've seen the movie in the cinema and on HBO Max. But I haven't seen any of the trailers, so this is also a complete.
Let's see, because now we're doing it the reverse way around. We have seen the movie, but not the trailer yet. So we're doing it. Let's see how this connects.
Yes.
Let's watch the trailer for the Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. That's the Batmobile.
Bruce Wayne.
Teaser for the trailer.
Cedric Diggory.
You here, but your people keep telling me you're unavailable.
I like that beepy sound. There we got some penguin action.
You really could be doing more for this city.
It sounds.
It's a hectic start, I'd say.
Family has a history of philanthropy, but as far as I can tell, you're not doing anything.
Okay. Got some. I like that rhythm change.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very experimental.
Click. I love the synchronicity on that one.
The Riddler is asking for you.
The Riddler was a crazy dude.
Man in this.
Why is he writing to you?
In the film, it's insane.
You came.
I like that electronic.
Riddler's latest.
Some distortion.
If we don't stand up, no one will.
Sounds a bit like the Arkham City soundtrack.
About strays.
Yeah, it's dark
and those horns.
I like this rhythmic stuff.
A new friend of yours?
Very sound and heavy.
Yeah. I'm just here to unmask the truth about this.
A lot of portamento in the strings or in the synths.
Part of this too.
There you go.
How am I part of this?
Piano.
Oh, you're really not as smart as I thought you
were. Okay.
Bruce Wayne.
Interesting, this distortion, electronic stuff.
These years, you lied to me.
Here we get some more epicness.
This really sounds like Arkham City.
He's still away. He's involved.
I like it.
He's not involved.
How do you know? He's a vigilante.
Who are you under there? What are you hiding?
Selena, don't throw your life away.
Cool shot.
Don't worry, honey.
Catwoman.
I got 9 of them.
My God.
It can be cruel, poetic, or blind,
All right.
but when it's
There are so
divine,
many hits in this trailer.
silence you may find.
Riddle me this.
Justice. The answer's justice.
Okay.
Come on, vengeance.
Wow, this is
Yeah,
well,
this
right.
trailer, they're going all over.
They do show quite some stuff.
Basically, they show the entire movie.
Yeah, okay.
There's a
Ooh.
little bit of, they're using a little bit of the official theme for this movie.
Yeah.
Dum, dum, dum.
Yeah. Oh wow, I like this whole the
Yeah.
logo design as well for it. Very simple.
Yeah.
Um,
They show basically the entire movie already.
I think there's still a lot to discover from this movie because
Yeah.
this whole road. I have to say, this whole grittiness of Gotham City. Of course, we know it's
Yeah.
from The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
also
yeah.
going for this realistic approach.
Yeah.
They're going realistic, but a little bit more on this comic-y side.
Yeah.
The Times Square, New York is Gotham City.
Yeah. They also don't show, Paul Dano as the Riddler with
No.
his. Well, they show the mask, but when he has the mask off, when he's playing this character, just the insane psychopath, he is even more disturbing because it can be anyone you come across the street.
Did you know that the Penguin, who is actually such a cool
Yeah.
character, that's Colin Farrell?
Yeah, I know. I saw the behind the scenes when they were putting his makeup on.
Yeah?
It's just such an incredible transformation, and I would not recognize him if you wouldn't say it was Colin Farrell in this trailer.
I said, who is this guy? Like, interesting dude. And Colin Farrell. I had it once more, and it was Tropic Thunder with this weird dude, and he's like, who is this funny guy? And it was supposed to be Tom Cruise.
Oh, really?
There was this weird dude, and
Oh, wow.
eventually turned out to be Tom Cruise. Also
Yeah.
great makeup. But what I really like about this trailer is there is a lot of hits in that. There is a lot of these trailer hits,
When
but
he's coming through the hallway and there's gunshots, gunfire, and
there
all
is
the rhythm.
this electronic distortion
Yeah.
vibe to it. And what I like, there's this club scene, and normally club scenes in movies, I always think this is not really how clubs sound.
No,
But they did something, and it really felt underground. Where I'm like, yeah, this actually could fit as a club in Gotham
I
City.
don't know how they did it. What would you think that they done to make this feeling work?
I don't know. Maybe it's the distortion and also the distortion of Gotham City. That is just the right sound to go for.
Yeah.
I have to say, this whole this depiction of Batman has been even more depressing emo than the ones that we've seen
than
before.
the Dark Knight was, basically. I mean, Justice League, I haven't seen any of the Justice League films or with the Batman with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those because, to be fair, I didn't think Ben Affleck was a really convincing Batman. But that's my personal opinion.
I think it's all like these different approaches to a Batman.
Yeah.
Like he was more, he was like
He was
more buff,
he
like
was
a
also more
buff,
like the
strong.
comics. He was more like the comic Batman. And
Yeah.
what I loved about Christopher Nolan's take with the Batman was it could be anyone. It could be
It could be happening in the
I
in
mean
here
with
and now.
what was his name again? Christian Bale was
Christian
a really
Bale, yeah.
convincing Batman, except for the voice.
The voice, people had a
voice-
lot of problems with the voice back
Yeah,
then. Huh?
it
It was too low.
Yeah, he sounded more like the Joker.
Okay. But then again, what I really like between this one, of course, you need to reinvent it a little bit. They went a little bit more on the comic-y side of things.
but also
keep it very grounded.
And I really think they did a great job with it. And we have to talk about the music for that film. I mean,
It's,
Michael Giacchino, he did the music, and he just basically did the same thing what John Williams did with Jaws.
Yeah.
2 notes,
Yeah.
and it sets the entire movie.
And it's also these drums, right? And the drums that they use very slowly in different depictions.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the violins playing it. Sometimes it's more of the drums. And I like how they do kind of the same thing and remix that little thing over and over again.
But it's also, and you saw it more often, and then was it back for a little while. This theme is memorable.
Yeah.
With a lot of the Avengers films, the Avengers theme, of course, that's memorable.
Yeah.
But a lot of, if I would say to you, you're also a big soundtrack guy. if I would say hum the first theme of the first Iron Man movie.
It would be very difficult.
Would you even remember that score?
No, but maybe it wasn't also not that was the fit for that movie, but in a way, so you have the more accentuating a certain situation or feeling, and sometimes the more this theme that you really see, like a John Williams is very thematic.
I mean, this score that was written for the Batman, it's memorable, and that's what I like about film scores, that you also remember the melody of the film score.
Yeah, I like that, and I think it fits this depiction of Batman as well. That you have a little bit of the theme song going.
Yeah, I mean, there's something with The Last of Us, with the soundtrack of it, the main theme. I could not first, when I listened to the soundtrack, figure out what the main theme of The Last of Us was. And when I thought about it, it's because there are so many memorable themes in that score.
Interesting. So you said they diversified the themes on specific occasions, and sometimes it's also in this one. It's really they go for one and they remix that really over the whole soundtrack.
And it's also fun because when the Riddler is hinted in the movie, they play Ave Maria. And it's true. Basically every time when the Riddler comes in, they play Ave Maria. So when you hear Ave Maria, you know that shit's going down.
Shit is going crazy. A little crazy action there. So that's interesting because you have seen this movie 2 times.
Yeah, I did.
Did you listen differently the second time you watched this movie?
Well, the first time, of course, I listened differently because I watched the first time in the cinema. Because that's a big experience. And then the soundtrack is also really, really big and in your face. When I listened to the movie or to the sound on HBO Max, I listened through a soundbar. So it was not really convincing for me when I was watching it on HBO Max. When I was in the cinema, I really enjoyed the movie because of the sound of the impact. But when I listened to it or watched it on the TV in my own living room with the soundbar, I was struggling to be kept into keeping attention to the movie for some reason.
Interesting. Yeah, it can also be maybe you're distracted more. There's a light here. Somebody is like doing something in the kitchen.
I think so. But no, we were all sitting down in the living room and we were watching the movie. But I had more issues with paying attention to the movie just because it was so slow for my taste. And I didn't have this in the cinema. I didn't have this problem or issue in the cinema. But
I love the cinema, especially like IMAX, where it's like a little bit too loud. Where people are like, hey, that's too loud. I like that. I like when I get blown away.
They don't do that in Pathé anymore.
No?
They have a fixed level for all films. And when I was watching Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in the cinema in my hometown, I was lucky that my ears were still on because it was so loud. But when I watched
it was a wind machine of the woofer.
When I was watching the same movie in an official cinema in another city, like Pathé, for example, here in the Netherlands, the volume was just fine.
Okay.
It's also basically that they didn't have any idea regarding equalization.
Sometimes it's a creative choice. Now, I know that, for example, Interstellar, they had a little bit of a different mix where the music was really loud compared to the dialogue, and some people had trouble with it. I thought it was amazing.
Are we going to talk about Dune then for the soundtrack of that? Because
we have talked with Minko about Dune.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot to see. But then again, like it's great sometimes to do something different. You know?
In the cinema, it's always a different experience than watching a film at home.
Then again, when we watch this trailer, we listen to the music. Do you think it actually is a great commercial for what actually the movie is going to be?
Absolutely. This is a great attention grabber, basically.
For dark Gotham City.
Yeah, I think they did a great job with the trailer. Absolutely.
Catwoman?
Yeah, always good.
Always good. And I think they made multiple trailers. So one was a little bit more conventional one. This was a little bit more of a take where they tell a little bit more about Catwoman.
But also more of the story itself, I think.
Yeah.
Not only Catwoman, but they tell more about the story in this trailer. I think because I haven't seen the first trailer at all.
Now, emo Batman.
Yeah. Twilight Batman. Vampire Batman.
He sparkles at night. No, but I really enjoyed this. And especially because they went a little, I love this like detective kind of feel.
This was something I was really missing with the trailers for the Justice League. I wasn't really... The mystery. I was missing the mystery and the dark vibe of Batman.
Yeah.
It was more like they were trying to go into the direction of Marvel films. And I don't think that would work for a movie like Batman or DC as a whole because it's not Marvel.
I think especially this whole depressing cloud over it is also the motivation and why Bruce Wayne feels like you really
This is with Marvel, with DC, they're really good at standalone movies. I mean, for example, Joker.
Yeah, that's amazing.
An incredible movie, incredible performance by Joaquin Phoenix. But if you go to their trilogy movies, like for example Justice League, it's just not that appealing.
I think you're saying something nice. Like Marvel is very good at kind of making these extreme superhero movies while also being quite funny.
Yeah.
But then again, DC is better at this very grounded, realistic approaches, but always quite dark.
Yeah.
But I like that differences.
I mean, humor and being fun, it can go hand in hand within a DC movie, but you need to pace it correctly.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some funny moments in the Batman film, but they were so incredibly well paced that it worked.
I agree.
But with Justice League, I just didn't feel it.
I think there's 2 takes of Justice League, right? So there's one.
Yeah.
I have never
Snyder's
seen
cut
the Zack Snyder's cuts.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I will watch that one, and maybe we're gonna react on that as well.
Yeah.
Check out if that has a different pacing.
Yeah.
I know he made a lot of cuts, but I've never seen it.
I heard a lot of reviews about it, but that's something else. But yeah,
Let's
I'm going to watch it.
check it out. The Batman. I'm a big fan of The Dark Knight. This one actually, on itself was great. Great experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just such a cool story and mysterious vibes. You discover a little bit more, and there's a little bit of a nice trade-off in the end.
Yes.
I really like that. So more to come from this version of the Batman.
Yes.
For now, thanks for bringing this up. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like and hit the bell button and stuff. If you have any suggestions, also leave it down below. Again, thanks for watching and see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you like it, make sure to check our other suggestions. Also, if you want to support us, make sure to hit the logo and subscribe.